If you're starting an LLC in the West, one decision can cost you or save you hundreds every year, because where you stake your claim matters. We're talking about $60 to as much as $800. Same business, different state. That's a pretty big spread. Spoiler alert, but we already knew that. In this video, we're breaking down the best states in the Western US to start an LLC, from wide open, low-cost options to the ones that might slow you down before you even get going. Come on, let's get moving. All 13 Western region states, including the best in the West. We rank these states based on what actually matters: total cost, how easy it is to stay compliant, privacy, and where businesses are actually setting up shop in 2026. So it ain't guesswork. This is where folks are actually building. First stop, Wyoming. Lots of space out here. Like, a lot of space. But $100 to form, about $60 a year, no state income tax, and strong privacy. Your name doesn't have to go on public record, which is a pretty big deal. This was buffalo country long before fast food showed up. And honestly, still pretty business friendly. And it's not just talk. Wyoming is up about 14% year over year in LLC formations and ranked #1 in tax competitiveness. Over 21,000 new businesses formed here in a single month. So it's safe to say, people are planting their flag in Wyoming and sticking with it. Right behind it, New Mexico. Just $50 to form, no annual report required, and no ongoing fees. No annual report? It's kind of amazing. And it's privacy friendly. Your name doesn't have to go on public filings. The land of enchantment. Simple, quiet, but more people are catching on. Then there's Colorado. This one's kind of hard to argue with. You can form an LLC for about $50 and keep it going for around $10 a year. $10 a year? In this economy? That's less than lunch. One of the lowest long-term costs anywhere in the country. Everything's online, fast, easy, very Colorado. Just here, your name goes on public record. Trade-offs. After that, you got a stretch of solid, dependable states. Montana, Utah, Arizona, and Idaho. These aren't trying to be flashy, they're just reliable. No drama, no surprises, no horsing around. Good states to set up shop if you're building where you live. Each one's got its own quirks. Montana has no sales tax, which people love, plus a low annual fee. Idaho, no annual fee altogether. You just file a report. Pretty nice. Arizona might ask you to publish your business in a newspaper. Yeah, like it's 1896. And Utah shows up, gets it done, no fuss, about $20 a year. Respect. Whoa there. Most businesses don't need to go searching across state lines because most businesses operate where they live. If you're running something local, you'll usually want to set up right where you are. This whole state shopping thing, it really only matters if you're building online or choosing your starting point from scratch. Now, let's head up to the Pacific Northwest, Oregon and Washington. You've got strong economies and plenty of opportunity, but here's the trade-off. Higher startup costs, business taxes, and Oregon's $100 annual fee. Good if you're there already, just not the most flexible if you've got options. Then you've got the outliers, Alaska and Hawaii. Beautiful, but running a business here, a little tougher. Alaska's going to cost you more upfront and about $100 every 2 years to maintain. Hawaii keeps the filing fees low, but the overall cost of operating a business in paradise is a bit higher. So if you're headed to the islands or the last frontier, expect higher costs and a few more logistical hurdles. Now, Nevada. For a long time, Nevada had a reputation for business formation and, you know. But today, the numbers tell a different story. It's not a cheap one. It's over $400 just to get started, and around $350 every year to keep up. And multiple filings, including a state business license. Basically, more paperwork. Compare that to Wyoming, about $60 a year. Nevada's near $350 gets a bit steep. Same business, very different price tag. So you wind up paying a pretty penny for benefits you can often get somewhere else for less. Hold on to your hat. Last up, California. Sure, its booming economy means there's a big market for potential customers, but you're looking at an $800 minimum franchise tax every year, plus more regulation on top of that. And don't even get me started on gas and groceries. The taxes alone make it one of the most expensive states to maintain an LLC in. Now, if you live and operate in California, you're pretty stuck. But if you've got the freedom to choose, there are some better options not that far away. So that's the lay of the land. Wyoming and New Mexico lead the West, and for good reason. Colorado and the mid-tier states, solid, dependable options. And places like Nevada and California come with some real trade-offs. At the end of the day, it all comes down to how and where you plan to do business. With Northwest Registered Agent, you can form your LLC and set up your entire business identity in one place, so everything works the way it should. Whether you're going with the best in the West or setting up where you are, we'll help you get it done right. Now, go stake your claim.